Whoa, it's the 10th of March 2025 as we are starting this kind of a video. It is in the evening. Woo! The sun is setting in the west time there and everything is so fantastic. If first time you're watching this kind of the video, keep it tuned, keep it locked as we're going to be commencing and making it happen. Guys, I have the breaking news here because once upon a time I was told with Amaro, one day I will never regret to have this kind of a moment that I did the work there. I got an experience. One day he told me that Getu, whenever you are building my fish pond, make sure that we are looking for the big fish. Whenever people are coming for the party, they'll get the big fish already installed in the fish pond because it's an eye impression. Also from my position here, we have a road there. This fish pond is an eye impression to the G Castle there. And this is the biggest moment we're going to be having here. And people are still wondering about, oh, Gintu is becoming so fantastic. We're going to be becoming so fantastic and so good. Because he told me that, you know what, Gintu, if we put small fish here, people will not see the impact of it. So we want the big fish whenever the party is ongoing. I talked about, yes, mister. So the only thing that I want to do is I'll go to my fish pond and get the fish from there and reallocate them to your fish pond called the Flying Beam Fish Pond. And this is the moment that I want to do here because even me, I have a fish pond by now and it's by the God's grace. And you talk about God always answers everybody. And if people thought about Gintu will never build and will never have this kind of the moment come, this is the moment to go. And the fact is we have the impact of making it happen. Like I'm going to be placing here the fish. Even me, I'm going to be reallocating the fish from my fish ponds there and put them here to make sure that I'm having big fish whenever people are going to be visiting because the fish will be used in terms of the consumption rate of the G Castle here as the construction undergoes. And also we have the green nature that's going to be coming to this area. We have Seveve. Woo! We have Seveve. It's called Seveve, the pumpkin leaves. But they're going to be coming and democratizing them. Boggers are going to be coming here because the area is so fertile enough to have this kind of the things coming out clearly. So the impact that I'm using here, it's from the brain of Kenge. Whatever ever told and ever did, it's what I'm just implementing to make sure that everything is coming to live, which is one-on-one. If you're first time you're watching this kind of the video, thank you very much. And sometimes I appreciate Kenge because he became one of the legend who taught me much of the things because I learned from there, I knew from there, I mistaked from there, I knew whatever was coming out from that position. And from this, I talk about things do change. And how the things do change, it's what we are just doing here. Very fantastic. And the boys here are watering the area. Very fantastic here. Everything is good?
Everything's good.
Thank you very much. It's in the evening session, but God has granted us the peace again and again to come out as the real G, to embrace and talk about we have to make it happen. So this is the courtesy to show people that it doesn't matter that you are where and which position you are. This is the call to much of the people and the YouTubers that we can make it happen. It's not that only people who have money and have legacy, they have to make it, because even as we can write our own legacy. This is just the implementation. No one else apart from Kenge who has a fish pond if it's not Gintu. So is it a small thing or a bigger development which is coming so fantastic? And from that I'm going to be talking about Kenge did something good to my life and he ever taught me what to do. And when I'm going to be getting much of the fish to install in this fish pond that I'm having here, it's going to be a crazy moment. We're going to be going and reallocating the fish. I'm going to be showing you the transporter and how we're going to be doing it, because even Kenge, I supplied him with the fish, 300 fish, and I'm going to be placing here 700 fish. I'm going to be doubling him to make sure that I'm the real G, the real concept in the village. And from that, I'm going to be talking about, guys, it's a very, very crazy moment, and we're going to be making it happen as we move on. Guys, support Gintu, and we make it happen. For a small thing that we're going to be lowering Gintu, I'm going to be talking about, oh, Gintu is moving forward, and no misuse of money. Everything going to be going where directed, and we can talk about the real G is coming out. Let me be with the G Village. there's no more about Moro village anymore, because even right now it has been overtaken with a lady. We don't deal with ladies here, and everything is so fantastic. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the things are going to be coming to live, which is one-on-one, and Babylon kills Selassie style, and this is the kudos moment for you, and talk about thank you very much for you being tuned, and this is the beginning. Right. Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back to the session. It's underscore Gintu, back again to the root of today. Here we are. It's one-on-one live coverage that we're going to be starting from the G Castle here, and we're going to be checking on whatever is just bumping up and becoming so fantastic as we go with this kind of the moment of today. Here we go. So everything is fantastic auspiciously. There's no much of hesitation nor any kind of the affidavit is coming to our own conscience and heterozygous confusing our own minds, and intellectually we have to go forward and make sure that things are coming out very horizontal. So today is a matching squad. We're going to be making it happen, and it's one-on-one live. And guys, everything is wagwan, and everything is coming out booming wagwan, exactly. And it's your first time you're watching this kind of the video. Thank you very much for you being tuned and locked in as we're going to be commencing and making things happen, as I'm going to be going upstairs here to make sure that everything is so characteristically good, exactly. So as we are matching helter skelter, Babylon, kill Selassie, Kistairo, this way, exactly. So we are going to the upstairs here a little bit to make sure that we're going to be getting much of the things that are going on, because tomorrow I'm going to be resuming back to the work to make sure that things are coming out very fantastical, exactly. Wow. So we are matching Kihil Selassie, fantastic style here, exactly. Wagwan. So guys, the point to be pinpointed here once and for all, as everything is going on smoothly, we're going to be having coming back to the work, which is on Monday tomorrow, and things are going to be coming out very fantastic to get to know the G Castle going to be going on well and well and well. Much of the people are still waiting for that one or the moment, because they're talking about Gintu has stopped. Gintu can never stop, and this is not a snake road. No, this is a let me talk like Levi. I always talk about guys, you know, this is not a pathway, guys. This is a gutter, guys, and it's something that people have never seen in our village here. They will see this one, they talk about, I have a road in the middle of the house. But to the real effect of the time, we have to go forward and make it happen. As we commence this kind of the journey, we make it happen. As everyone has been tuned and talking about, Gintu has to go forward. Guys, it won't be so easy for us to reach into this kind of the far end. And from tomorrow, I think we're going to be commencing about the coming back to increase the courses there, to make sure they're going to be reflecting this one here. So much of the people are going to be asking about, Gintu, what about this one here? These are just the talk about the formulated bricks. You can call them blocks that were formulated to make sure that it's going to be getting to the top here, as the water that we're going to be dropping in terms of the rain can never interfere with the bricks. And also, it's going to be to this position to make sure that the tiling, you know, guys, are going to be tiled, and I'm going to be showing you how the tiles are going to be. So as you see, it's now forming like a triangle, and the other way is forming a triangle. So the whole of this gutter are going to be tiled, and also the whole of this section here, it's going to be tiled, and the far end going to be tiled also. So as far as everything is in concern, even at the top, it's going to be tiled. And I have some of the tiles already and to my position. So what I'm looking for, guys, is to have much of the tiles to make sure that I'm also finishing up the other section. But guys, what is really disturbing me a little bit by now is you know, I've purchased much of the things. Still, I'm ongoing purchasing here and there. And the cement are becoming so hectic, guys. Somebody can talk about Gintu. I can just supply with 2 cement, 3 cement. I can just talk about, thank you very much. Even tomorrow I can just continue, because if the cement could be there, guys, I'm telling you that as a fact, I will just make sure that the house is in a complete mission, because I'm going to be completing the whole of it outside here, and now remain with the main point of I'm going to be even putting the roofing of the iron sheet. And also the only thing I will just remain with is the inside. Now I'll get inside, because I will have completed outside, because the only outside there, whatever is just recommendable, is the tilings here. I have right now I have 11 boxes of tile, 40 by 40 centimeters of the tiles, and to make sure that they're going to be putting onto the concrete, and the others that will just remain will be put on top of this one here to form a unity, or a unit of a very fantastic house of the white tiles with spots of black spots there. And also, after roofing, you know, we have to construct there a wall that recommend much of the bricks that are already onto my own premises, because I have already formulated and have already burnt them. And also we have the veranda here. It's an update that's going to be coming from me here. Because of the veranda, it's going to be screeded, and even here going to be screeded first before it could just be placed much of the tiles. And even whenever the veranda going to be screeded, we need some tiles, so as you can just put here to make sure that the house is going to be so fantastic and good for us to go. That's why I was talking about the cement are becoming a little bit of a problem. Whoever is watching, thank you very much for you being tuned, and you're supportive so much watching. And also some of the people talk about, oh, Gintu are going to be supporting a little bit. Guys, even a little bit can just move forward Gintu, and we can just move very fantastic. And much of the people are still asking about, oh, Gintu, where do you get much of the money? Right now I'm talking about this is how things are always. Not that I don't have much of the money, but I always top up, guys. You understand that we have this kind of the affidavit of talking about, you know, I've purchased much of the things like electricals, like the pipings here. Talk about this kind of the steel rods that are here to make sure that they're going to be placing into the windows. So much of the money have gone, because I never knew that the grids will need much of the heavy gauge, so as the house can be very, very strong. And also the fish pond, because it's going to be a rainy season. That's why you see the climate is not much good. As you can see the fish pond from the far end of here, because it's looking so awesome from this kind of the level of the tree here, and it's looking so awesome to that position. So water will be just drained to that position, so as we're going to be collecting much of the water of our own dependency. There's not much of depending on other sources of water. We're going to be harvesting much of water from the rainwater. So that is the main effect about the G Castle. It's just moving on. If tomorrow is on Monday, we're going to be having the effect, because we want to make sure that we are demolishing we can talk about the other part, which is the concreted area and the formwork. We're going to be getting the formwork out and returning the trappers where it belongs, because I got 70 trappers that I brought here, and we used like 65 of them. So 5 of them are still hanging out without anything to do. So that's why we are always making sure that everything is so fantastic as we go on with the day-to-day agendas. And this is the main point that we have to get forward and make it happen one-on-one. So this kind of the trappers I'm talking about are going to be removed from here, and I think it has dried up with today. It has been 21st day of making sure that it has dried up, because it's 21 days to 30 days whenever it can just stay here. So we are waiting for him, because I cannot take that kind of the charge to make sure that I'm taking it out from here, because of some miscellaneous challenges it might have an effect to me. That's why I've decided that things has to move forward more fantastic. So today I'm going to be showing you the materials that are already onto the spot, because we have the ballast. We have 1.5 a tip, which is a track, 1.5 of the ballast here. We have the sand for this for the plaster I ever told you about. It's very, very soft. It's for the plaster and also the tiling. I'm gonna not have much of the hesitation about the tiling. This one also, it is very soft for tiling and also the plaster. It's gonna be used in terms of that one. I have some of the ballast that are buried here with some of the sand, but it's gonna be coming out very, very fantastic. And to the other far end, I have much of the things that are already on going to the position. So what is inside here that maybe they're gonna be coming to check on whenever they can resume the work. We have the metal rods, which are the square tubes here, and there are 32 of them, heavy gauge of 1.5 by 1 by 1 and 1.5 mm. They are just here. They're so expensive, guys, and this is where much of the money is going. And still having a debt of around 32 more of them to come, 35 of them, so they can just finish in terms of the door, and also we have for the kitchen door and the entry door, and also we have the windows gonna be fixed because of the the bigger side or the bigger the level of this kind of a window. It's gonna be accommodating much of the steel that are required for me to make sure that things are coming out clearly. So hey Kimberly, how are you? Unapeleka wapi? Mnaenda wapi wa Mnyota? Steam imeenda? Oh, no electricity. Haya, peleka kwa nyumba. How are you? You are fine?
Yes.
Okay. Peleka basi kwa nyumba. Urudi tena. Utakaa huko. Exactly. So guys, this is what is ongoing. These are the only talk about the steels that are remaining and to their position here, but they are going to be meant into to make sure that the far forward level, we cover the forward level of the house and the look of the house. So we have this kind of a small area, this kind of an area, this one here. So it's extended outside of the house and it's going up to the far end. So you're going to be going up to the top and you're going to be having it's called another slab that will be placed there, a small one that will bring the design of the house in front of this side here. So it's something which will be so fantastic as we're gonna be going forward. So I'm gonna be going up to the upside here to check on what is really because we have even a place here where somebody can just come and sit and relax, because I've prepared everything more fantastic. Even if you come at night and you find that no one is there to open for you a door, you can just have a sleeping position here alongside this kind of a tree here. So wow, everything is so fantastic. Wow. So we are going to the top to make sure that we're going to be checking on what is really happening and to the top side of this area. It has been so long time before I could just come to get for you the, it is called the yeah, I'm coming. Wow. So guys, I'm climbing on top of a tree here. How are you, Kimberly? I'm coming. Eh? Yeah? I'm coming, eh? Nienda wapi? Wow. Kimberly is just wondering about Gintu is a climber. Wow. That's the best moment here. So guys, this is how the look of the house is, and everything is so fantastic because we have to go forward. And whenever we talk about we're going to be going forward, this is the moment that we have right now here to make sure that we're going to be squeezing ourselves forward always. And Wamnyota ameenda kwa kina Jose. Enda basi. Wow. So guys, this is the effect that we have here, and we're going to be making it happen. And I appreciate much of the people always coming and talking about Ogintu. We have to go forward because forward is a way we have to go forward, because we're going to be making it and making it happen. And yeah, unasumbua sasa, unasumbua na niko kwa kazi. Enda kwa kina nani? Enda kwa kina Jose. Enda kwa kina Jose, Wamnyota ameenda huko. Hey, we have a problem here with Kimberly a little bit. Exactly. So this is how the move is, and we have the children here. They have to get helter skelter, Babylon kill slasher style here and there, but we have to move forward. And guys, this is the effect that we're going to be having, and we're going to be making it happen. So this is a good aerial view that I don't have. It's called what? A drone. So my drone is to come on top of this tree to make sure that I'm filming one-on-one. So even getting down is a little bit a crazy moment and time also. Wow. So we have to get forward. Yeah, you have to get forward. And the moment is not scary. Wow. This is the moment we have to go with, and everything is so fantastic. Let me now go down a little bit. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Fantastic. Here's my shoes here. And they are so big. Number 45. Yeah. And oh, the dog's here. So today guys, Let me check on the dog. Now guys, there are two everywhere. Oh, they are in a mating process. Yeah. So it is looking fantastic. This is they are now acting perpendicularly. All dogs, all the 3 dogs. Now you can see the moment scurry here. They are looking helter-skelter. Exactly. So all of them, they are moving towards one position. Exactly. Kuja tuende. Come we go. Kuja. They're gonna be coming. I have so many dogs here. Naenda kufuata ng'ombe. Kuja. Yeah, we have so many dogs here. So many dogs. Kuja. The others are coming from here. Kuja. Yeah. So guys, we are going to where? Hey guys, I've told you that there is a mating here, and all my 3 female dogs are mating at once. And unaenda wapi? Kuja tuende basi. So guys, let me take the cows because it's gonna be raining, and it's in the evening time. The sun is setting there. You can just check the good setting of the sun there, and everything is so fantastic. I have some cows here. They are so fantastic. I want to go. I think they are now full enough. I had to make sure that kuja hapa. I have Kimberly here. Simama hapo. Yeah, I want to take guys, I have cows. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and number 6 in front. So I want to take the cows back home because it's in the evening already, and I want to go and tie them, and they're now good enough to go. So this is the work of the time, and I've never shown you this much of the times because I always have a biggest moment here with the I like animals, guys. I like animals. So I don't know where it was tied. So it is here. Yeah, it was tied here. So somebody was tying like you will never come and tie here. Exactly. So here is the moment. Wow. People are not tying the way it's normal to be tied, and we have to absolutely think about it here. Yeah. Hey, let's go. I think they are full, guys. They are full, and they are good and healthy enough. Wow. I have this one here. Hi. What's up? Yeah. You know, guys, this is how they are tied. So it's just pulling it, and it's gonna be so fantastic. Wow. These are close, and it's so fantastic. You can down see they are so fantastic. Sometimes they get a green pasture like the grass because it's here. Sometimes they get the stock, which is the maize stalks here, and everything goes forward. So even this one is tied here properly. Wow. Guys, whenever you come to Africa, if you are a Mzungu, make sure that you know this kind of... Wait. Get home, go home. Guys, and they understand the language sometimes. So whenever you come to Africa and you are a Mzungu, make sure that you know how to run with this kind of the cows, because sometimes I will not be available. You have to make sure that you are dealing with the cows perpendicularly. Wow. Yeah. Wait. Go home. Wait. Go home. Go home. And you should have a language, guys, called it's yeah. And somebody will know that the cows are coming. Wait. Wow. Wait. Kind. Guys, this is pregnant. It is pregnant. Wow. Hey, this one was tied with a German machine. Hey, I have to untie it in the match of the energy. Yeah. Fantastic. Let's go. Kind. Wow. Hey. Usichape. Fukuza twende. Kuja. We. Acha mchezo. You are wondering. Don't step on the... Twende basi, tangulia. Maraba mambo. Maraba. Ah, usichape. We. Kande. You are wandering. You are wandering, eh? Afukuza twende basi. Fanya. 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 Yeah, that way. Let's go. Say then, tukienda. Is it a song? Let's go. Hey, we have a backup here. We have security. Security is tight. Turn. Wow. Where? Do you know? Gani hizo? Oh, kuna ingine huko. Yeah. Twende basi. Fukuza twende. We. Wait. Guys, we are always tying them a very close area where we cannot have much of disturbance whenever we are going for them. And this is the moment. And this is how we always do it at the evening time. And this is the way we have to go with them and make sure that we are making it happen. So we have a narrow way coming in. Wow. And they need water. Mos. Yeah. They need water. Huh? You are wondering? Haya, toka, simamia huko. Yeah. So guys, every cow knows where it has to sleep, so you have to make it happen outside here. Why? Chamchezo. Yo. Every cow knows where it has to sleep. Wait. And this one is not sleeping here. Get out. Go where you are sleeping. Exactly. Hey, get in. Fantastic. Where are you sleeping? Come here. Guys, now I'm done about the cows, and now everything is so good. So I'm just waiting for supper only. That's the only moment about Africa. So enjoyable. So just tying the cows, come back, turn them in, continue their own shenanigans, and make sure that everything is coming out even fantastic. So this is the only work that's always available in Africa. And guys, due to unconditional circumstances of the time, and the climate has changed rhetorically, so things are not going good well, because since I plowed these areas here, I've never planted, because it doesn't have it is not raining, and which is so affectious to us up to this kind of the time. So I have talked about guys, the bricks are well good and to the kiln here. So the only thing just we are waiting for, the dogs here, they're running for the other dogs there. So I think the bricks are so fantastic here to make sure that we are waiting for the construction only, and it has been already been used. So I'm going to be starting formulating another 40,000 to the 40,000, which is 10,000 extra bricks that are going to be coming, so as you can just have for the walling. So that is the most fixtures thing, that this 10,000, it's already going to the finish point. You can just check it here, but much of them are stored inside. Oh, I see the dogs there. The dogs here are becoming so hectic. We Benti, toka hapo. Toka hapo dog. Yeah, guys, we have much of the other bricks that we have already stored onto the store. So the ones that are available here, they're gonna be having much of the time to come. Whenever you're gonna be having it's called the walling, so it's gonna be so good. So we have stored here for the bricks, the firewood for the bricks. Next kiln that we're gonna be burnt, we have already set here the firewood. They are already waiting for that moment to reach. So everything is planned according to how we see the work is. So this is the sand that I put here in terms of making sure that it's gonna be waiting for the construction or putting the slab onto the floor of the G Castle. This one, it was the one that was still remaining here. It has become like very hard here, but it's gonna be used. So it's not muchly pure, but it's gonna be used in terms of the G Castle construction. So every effect is now turning out to check on the materials if they are enough for us to use at the G Castle. Here are the firewood for the cooking, and also the cooking for the top masons here, and everything is so fantastic here. So this is how the G Castle is looking out at this zone or an area, because it's so fantastic whenever you are just of the far end area. So I'm just getting around because you can just rotate at my area here. It's a very large home right now. Whenever you just get into this G Castle put onto the position of the time. And oh, the dogs are already reaching here. So hey, they are now every time is looking for, backward to make sure that things are so fantastic. So oh man, what's up?
Yeah, man.
You are looking meticulously.
Yeah, we have come to visit you here.
Oh, and I'm gonna be giving you a simple job here, man.
Yeah, man.
As we go to town.
Yeah.
Oh, bring water, we water it out.
We water it.
Then we go to town.
Yeah, man.
How is everything?
Everything's good.
And God has brought you here.
Yeah, man.
I was just kicking my head about, after the video, I'm gonna be looking for water so that I can just water the pond here to make sure that everything is so good. So
yeah,
you can do it with an immediate effect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
That 50-50 is yours, eh?
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Or you are not in.
I am in.
You are in.
Yeah,
Everything is good.
Good.
Exactly, guys. I'm gonna be watering it because it has to be watered every time. In the morning it was watered here, and in the evening also it has to be watered. So the fish pond now is looking so fantastic, and the stones are stoning inside, and much of the people whoever is coming here cannot understand the real fact about the stones that we have put inside here, because it's looking scary. And for the person who will be talking about who wants to swim here, it will not be effective area for people to swim. So it will be so affectious for a person who think about it will be a swimming pool here. But it's going to be having a warning, and I want to be having a bigger... it's going to be called a very big sticker that I'll just put somewhere to make sure that it's a very dangerous zone, so as no one can just interfere with that and an area. And also I'm going to be having a billboard that's going to be written "It's _Gintu G Castle Construction," and it's going to be placed somewhere here to make sure that it's going to just reflect how the house is looking from the far end. And much of the people are always asking about Gintu O, Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C, but we have to move forward, guys. And whenever it's going to be raining, because it is just good in terms of it's going to be raining, but I don't know if it will rain, because we have already the nursery beds that we have the greens that we have already planted here to make sure that the water will be used and to this position here in terms of the ponds here. It will be used in the irrigation system. So everything here going to be collected out. I want to be making sure that I'm extending the lifespan of the sugarcane from there. It's going to be going up to the far end, and also this zone going to be for the purpose and talk about the fruits, and the far end going to be for the greens and other stuffs that we can just check, even the green peas, such kind of the green peas and such kind of them. So it's going to be so fantastic whenever it comes to the G Castle and going with every assessment. So I'm going to be giving you much of the assessment after every section, so as we can just make it happen. But guys, I have a small problem, which is the cement, and also I have a small problem about the food, which is just meant for talk about the top masons and the people who are always having the construction here. So somebody can talk about Ogintu. I'm going to support a little bit, whatever you can, so as you can just make it happen. But for the small thing that I always have, I have to share. And that's why I don't charge anyone for the food fees, because I understand how the program is, and I understand that moment and how we were ever been treated, so as we cannot treat them the way we were ever been treated. So I want to gauge about how the things going to be going, and everything going to be so fantastic and cool for everyone who is talking about Ogintu. We're going to be supporting the G Castle to come out, and we're going to be making it happen. So much of the things are shifting, and we're going to be making the shift, how the shift comes here. So I'm waiting for these boys here so I can just show them on how to make sure that, guys, we don't have an entry here. If you want to get onto the fish pond here, you have to access from the top here, and you have to go to this kind of a stone and come inside here. So it's not meant for the kids, nor a person who cannot withstand the volume of water. So it's just meant here for the people who can know how to swim, and they will know how to take out much of the fish. But the way you see that kind of a pipe is, that's where the water level will be, and making sure that it will leave some 2 courses, like 1, 2, and it will just be reaching to this position here to make sure that the water will be controlled so fantastic here. As even the outlet here, it's going to be placed, because that one should be up, the outlet should be placed down from the inlet, because if the outlet will be upper than the inlet, it means that water will go back to the center where it was coming from. So we want to collect rainwater muchly to make sure that we are sustaining ourselves with the local material that we have around us. That is the main effect that we are making this kind of the G Castle coming out, and it's a pleasure that we are trying our best to make it happen. As the small guys, for the person talk about, oh, Gintu, you need a lot of money to make it. No, guys, it's just a small amount to make sure that we are moving. And to the fish pond, I'll never go back to constructing a fish pond again. It's only remaining with the plaster, because I am just looking for a little money here, so as I can just purchase the cement, because I've talked about cement sometimes is a hectic time. So if I can just have the cement, everything going to be running so fantastic. Cement is the only thing that's giving me a headache a little bit, but other things like paying the fundi, sorting the other people, it's going to be so fantastic in terms of that, because it's small money, and you drop as small. So the cement are becoming so a problem. So guys, you can just engage into that and talk about Ogintu. We're going to be surprising you for a whole year, and I can just jump and talk about, oh, the living God is always coming once, and I'm going to be talking about we're going to be making it happen. But I know we're going to be making it happen whenever the video going to be coming, so they can just understand how things are going. So they are just coming out with some jerry cans here, so they can just pour the water onto the fish pond here, so they can just dry completely, because we have a defect whenever it doesn't be poured water regularly. It means that you're gonna have some of the cracks here, and to make sure that it's strong enough, because even the cement that we are using, it's not bad. As you can just see, it's reflecting. It's not a bad ratio, and it's something that will be so fantastic in terms of dealing with the water stop and to the tank here. So after here, guys, I'm gonna be rearing much of the fish, which are the tilapia fish, reds, and we're gonna be talking about they're gonna be called monosex, which cannot give birth, but we always having interratio of 5 to 2 and 2 to 1, 3 to 1, which is the female should be available. But I have the other fish ponds that are located to the far end of Ayamaro there, and the fish are ongoing, and whenever you're going to be having the harvesting position, I'm going to be just going there to make sure that I'm harvesting, and people will be getting much of the fish, and we're going to be showing you where are we going with to sell the fish and how we're going to deal with it. But even me here, I will not have the small fish that I'll get from the fish ponds that I have and to the other place there. I'll make sure that the small ones are being placed onto this fish pond here. I want to act like the way Ayamaro told me. One day, he told me that we have to move forward, and we have to get much of whatever people can see, and that is what I need mostly to this kind of the position. Thank you very much for you being tuned and locked in up, because you have to make it happen. Much of the things are coming to you live, which is one-on-one, and let's make it happen here one-on-one. due to much of the sun that has been shining here and there, we have much of the scenarios like the drought has hit like Safari Rally. So even right now, we don't have much of the talk here because it was about to rain, but no raining. And now the fish pond is now fantastic. So it's looking like a bigger house. And things are so fantastic. And we have already the inlet that's going to be coming with water inside here. Because I was talking about, it has this kind of the tooth out. So as they can just protect the fish pond. And it has been already plastered out for effective and strong walls, and they're going to be plastered inside very, very meticulously and with an immediate effect. Why am I saying so? Whenever it's going to be raining, it's going to be so fantastic, as we're going to be not having the problem to solve with the water. And the real effect of the time I talked about, even you can just see Bentley is here playing with the bricks. Why are you breaking the bricks? How are you?
Fine.
Everything is good? Why are you breaking the stuff here? Or you are enjoying? You are enjoying?
Yes.
Exactly. So guys, I want to be having a protective wall here that much of the children cannot just come and fall into this. So whenever it will be full of water, it will be occupying 480,000 liters of water here. So it will be a huge and talk about a huge awesome amount of water gonna be holded onto this kind of the water tank that's gonna be here. So as we can have the fish rearing here. So the only thing that's remaining, it's the plaster, and it's going to be demobilizing as soon as possible whenever the money will be flowing into my account, because right now a little bit having a problem with the money account flowing into my own pocket. So we have to buffer with how the scenario and the circumstances they come. So sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't have it. So that's the thing, because even the family has to feed, and also the G Castle going to be waiting for the moment to come, because we have already today, even I received much of the guests here. She was a lady, and she came with a surprise, and I was so fantastic at talking about everything gonna be so awesome coming out from this position one-on-one. Let's make it, let's represent it, let's make it happen, because we are we, and we shall be we, and whenever we're gonna be having this kind of a we, we're gonna be having the we coming out of the we. Exactly, guys. And I really talk about, thank you very much for everyone who's been talking about Ogintu. We have to go forward. If we have the G Castle here, we're gonna be going forward much, and this is just a start of it. And much of the people are still asking about Gintu, where are you getting much of the money to construct? Guys, even the lady that came here with a surprise, she was even asking Gintu about where do you get money from? I always tell people that how you plan yourself, planning yourself is a very fantastic moment. So whenever you plan yourself, you're going to be making it happen, because it's us to plan, not everybody or somebody to come and plan for you. It's you to decide whatever you are doing in terms of the cash flow. We are talking about the cash flow here. If you have a low cash flow, don't talk about, I have to get this kind of the dependence to be so much. Have a lesser dependent, so as you can just gauge your things and get to the cycle. And how the things are just going on, I really love about everyone who's being tuned and locked in to make it happen, because it's us to make it happen, and we are making it happen. Even the road, guys, I've just already backfilled it, because right now it's now looking so fantastic. Even this side, it's levelized, not the way it was in the far distance time that the construction was undergoing. And also we're going to be coming back to the construction on Monday, and guys, whoever want to support Gintu on Monday, so as you can just have some cements, thank you very much. You can just be locked, and you can talk about Gintu. How can I just read it? You can just use the Western Union, and also can use Ria Money or MoneyGram, and also you can just talk about Gintu. What's your name? Samson Gintu Sigano. Samson Gintu Sigano. It's my name, and you can just democratize with something small, like 2 cement, 3 cement. One cement, it's cost about $8 there, $8 or $7 to $8 there, and because of the change. So sometimes you cannot have the fixed price of it whenever the change is bad. So it's $8 there, I think so. And you can just get 1 cement bag, and everything gonna be so fantastic whenever we come out and rolling in onto this kind of the day. And we really like about everyone has been tuned and locked in as we go in like Safari Rally. Keep it tuned, keep it locked.